Frank had a steal, gets hurt, Mike gets a steal, so they're playing the way you want them to play, and then some freak happens.
Yeah, no more steals in the open floor, right? Yeah, hopefully, Mike's okay and it's nothing too bad. He's gonna get it looked at. I think right now our fingers are crossed. Obviously open for a sprain, but it was a really good play. It was just it was unfortunate, bad luck. But again, I think with all the stuff that didn't go our way, it goes back to at the end of the day, you still got to find a way to win. And it's not a beauty contest. And so we've got to be okay with winning ugly and be able to let that resonate with us so we can fall back on it as the year progresses.
That said, I thought it seemed like Garcia really stepped in. He never really completely pulled away, but he made the big offensive rebound and scored a basket, got a free throw, and then he forced the turnover on that drive.
Yeah, no, I thought he was pretty active. Obviously he's the guy that we can play through, and he can make free throws, and he can just get by guys with that first step. And then they were in the bonus, I believe, and so it was like we didn't want to settle, and just getting him downhill or finding ways to get him downhill was big. And he's obviously a competitive guy, and so you could just sense that like he wanted it, and he wanted to be a part of winning. And that's why it's good when you got a guy that you can kind of fall back on and run stuff for, and actually either get a good shot or get a basket. And so I thought he delivered tonight in a major way.
Was the block and the dunk more of what you were kind of hoping for there? Because that really did kind of turn things around. I think it put.
Yeah, no, it was a huge momentum play for sure. Huge momentum play. Yeah, I mean, we were looking for something to get us going again. When you're not getting the 50-50 ball, you're not getting the 50-50 rebound that could create offense or create getting in transition. It wasn't a clean game offensively by any means, so there was no like momentum shot or play there. And so to get the block and then to get in transition and you get the dunk, gets the crowd going. It's like it's a force play, and I think you're right. I thought it carried us from there and gave guys a little bit of a spirit.
I thought the momentum shot of the game was probably Isaac's three.
That was big.
Start the rally. I mean, I think I looked. He missed all his free throws. That was his only make of the game. But he, that's the biggest shot of the game.
No, it was big. It was big. It was timely. It was big, and I think he's the type of guy we're going to see grow as the year goes on, game by game. I thought today, you got a freshman out there playing 25 minutes defensively and didn't make many mistakes, takes care of the ball, didn't get sped up, didn't get rattled. And so it's good to have, that versatility at your guard position when you need it, because again, I thought Omaha did a really good job of just playing aggressive, their style of defense, switching a lot. They went to kind of the zone, and I didn't want it to fluster our guys, and we tried to kind of have motion and play through it and find spots. So again, this was good for so many reasons, because it gave us so many different things that we can show on film and learn from.
Lakai kind of closed it out there with altering the shot when you guys were up 2, and then makes those free throws. And what did you see from his play down the stretch, especially with a little more on his shoulders once Mike got it?
Yeah, I thought he took a step for sure defensively. I thought even vocally, like he's kind of, and I've been on him, he's a quieter guy, but you finally saw a little bit of like that competitive fire come out of him, and he was talking way more than he's ever talked. And so even that is like a small victory, because he's figuring it out a little bit, that you've gotta, it's like take the reins. When you're a lead guard, you've gotta have that floor presence. It gives you confidence, gives everybody else confidence. And so even to see him do that, and that's not gonna show up on the box score, but that was a major win. That's gonna help us on Wednesday, because now it's like he told himself, he knows he can do it. I know he can do it. The team looks at him for guidance. And so I thought that was a really good thing.
Trey, the foul trouble with Parker and Dawson. I think he had 12 points when you guys played him the last time. So that was his biggest game so far.
Yeah, no, and I thought he gave us really good minutes. 4 or 6 from the line, 12 points. Just defensively, he's always solid. Plays really hard. Plays with that energy. He has gotten better. every day. I mean, this was big for him. I mean, in 17 minutes to get that kind of production off the bench, and he was great in timeouts. He was great in huddles. You know, he's just turning into a really, really good, solid player for us. That, you know, hopefully in his mind he's getting more confident because he's making some good plays out there. He's doing it within our system.
Parker last year kind of come off the bench was always kind of a spark plug energy-wise. Do you think Femi can be kind of a similar player with that role? He had 4 steals that first game, 2 more tonight. Had the couple tip-ins, kind of seems like that kind of energy type.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, we went with him late just because I was worried. I want to be able to switch all ball screens, and so we made the sub to get him on the perimeter so we could switch really, you know, 1 through 5. You know, and I do think he's a guy where, like, some games it could be rebounding, some games it could be assist, some games it could be just defensively, some games it could be a tap in or a tip in or a loose ball. Like, that's who he is. And I thought it was a little bit better today, a little bit more comfortable than the last game. You know, hopefully that third game, you know, he gets his feet underneath him, and you know, because we need him, especially, you know, with Mike being out. But there's so much he can bring to the table, and it's just getting him more comfortable in what we do.
Is Frank really close?
Close, yeah, he's close. You know, he's been working out, so it'll be for sure a game time decision on Wednesday. And with that, so I talked to Grayson. He's going to redshirt this year. And then Caleb just got diagnosed with mono, so that's why he's been out. So, now we're good.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Trey?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think somebody's
Oh, okay.
There you go.
We waiting for you, Lakai.
My bad, person. I thought we was waiting for Trey.
We were waiting downstairs, he was up here.
He's efficient.
You guess so.
More ways than one.
All right, we have Trey Evans and Lakai Patterson. Questions for the athletes?
Lakai, obviously when Mike went out, just a big blow. Just talk about just carrying the team at the point guard spot with him out.
Yeah, just knowing that I had to be more of a leader, especially when a leader like Mike, a veteran like Mike, goes down. So I know it puts more on my shoulders. Just trying to find ways to win, and that's what we did.
Defensively, big stop. At the end, free throws. Talk about what you can learn from this game for yourself and as a team.
I moved my feet, just made a big stop. I was into the game. I feel like he got me in the first half. Going into the half, he scored on me, so I kind of took it personal, and I was kind of wanting him to try something at the end. So, I'm proud of myself. With how far I came defensively. They push me every day in practice to really be that two-way player. So,
Trey, was that as kind of tough a game to play as it looked like from just, there wasn't a ton of flow, it was a lot of elbows and moving around and.
Oh yeah, it was a physical game for sure, and we knew coming into it wasn't gonna be, a sweet game or an easy game we could just stroll into, and I feel like the first half we kind of did just that, and coach got on us a little bit, but second half we came out with more fire and kind of delivered the blow rather than taking it. So.
The foul trouble was piling up, with Parker and Dawson, obviously. Just talk about the way you played, just knowing those guys obviously were out at times and you had to pick it up.
Well, I felt like there were times where even I was getting foul trouble. I mean, I had 3 fouls as well, but it's just going back to sticking to the principles of staying on your feet, walling up, which I could have done better at tonight. But I feel like for the most part, my name was called, and when I needed to be there on defensive, hedges or the 3/4, for the most part, I did a pretty good job. So
Offensively though, looks like they needed a spark. Isaac hit the three, you had a shot or free throws. I mean, what was that sequence like? Do you think for the game?
What
When
sequence you talking about?
Isaac hit the three, and then you came in, and you think you had free throws. Then Brennan had the dunk.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. No, that was an exciting sequence. I feel like we needed that. I feel like we kept trying to find those areas where it's like, okay, we need an energy spark, we need a spark. I feel like that was a big turning point in the game, just momentum wise. Everybody loves the dunk, so.
Look, Ben was saying that he liked the competitive fire you kind of showed tonight. Has that been something that he's been talking to you about?
Just playing loose. I feel like in the first half I played tight. Showed my true colors in the second half of, just being myself and, not caring about making mistakes, not playing hesitant. And that's where the energy comes from. I just felt loose out there in the second half, and I feel like if I could put two halves together, we can be a really good team.
I know Mike didn't come back up. Did you guys see him at all? Were you able to see how his spirits are and just talk to him or anything?
No, hopefully that's my guy, man. So hopefully he's good. Prayers for him and his family, and hopefully it's nothing he can't come back from. But we definitely probably gonna see him probably later tonight if he's not with his family. So.
And the depth on this team at guard, even Isaac as a freshman, to hit the shot he did. What does it say about the depth?
Oh yeah, it's funny thing about he got thrown in the fire early, man. I remember the days where it's just like he had some tough days, defensively, and he's just a freshman, so. It's just like, he had to learn quick, and, you can see it out there. He's playing against some, real vet guards. I'm a 5th year, Mike's a 4th year, Femi, TC, when he was good, he had to go against us every day. So, it's not too many, it's going to be a lot of elite guards, but, like, when you got to face elite guards every day in practice, it's only going to make you better. And, for him being a freshman and getting to play against us, man, it's, from this step that he's took right now is crazy. So happy for him.
And Trey Dawson, the way he continues to play, not surprised at all.
Yeah, Dawson's a good player. I enjoy playing against him every single day, going against him, you know. Well, not anymore, but, you know, more in the preseason, when we used to at least, you know, go 5-on-5. You get better playing with players like that, and he's a great player. My guy.
Anything else for the players? All right. Thanks, guys.
Hey, who made the steal on before Ripley's dunk?
Steal.
Do you remember that?
Isaac or